for almost a full year now already. And in all that time, I've only been to 3 different parkruns in the area. Not that there's a ton, but there's still a few that are within reasonable distance that I can go and check out. So far I've been to my local Shrewsbury Parkrun 3 times. I've also done Telford and Walsall. So this morning I'm going to check out Wolverhampton Parkrun. Not quite sure I'm pronouncing Wolverhampton the right way. Anyway, so I'm going to the one that is on West Park. From what I've read, it is full on tarmac, 3-lap course. It looks fairly flat. I don't think it's going to be as flat as Walsall. And also with a multi-lap course, you always have a risk that it might be congested on the final lap. We just have to see. So I'm gonna give it a good go because this parkrun replaces my weekend speed session. I'm gonna treat myself to wearing carbon shoes today. I'm gonna go with my old on-clad Eco 3s, which at this point have been relegated to being parkrun shoes. I think so far this week I'm on just shy of 70 kilometers, so my legs are not fresh as daisies, but I'd really like to run a sub 19 or a 19 low this morning. Hopefully. So I kind of want to address the fact that at the end of my last video 2 weeks ago, the Shrewsbury 5k vlog, I was like, oh, stay tuned, the next video is also going to be a race vlog. And last weekend there was no vlog, let alone a race vlog, and that's because I ended up not racing. So I had entered the Mid-Cheshire 5k, which was last Friday night, and last week I had a bit of a hectic one and I felt all over the place. I was out of my routine visiting my family in France for 4 days. The whole week I had terrible sleep. I was not recovering properly. And Friday I was not feeling really well physically, like completely out of whack and a bit off. And also mentally, not in the best place, to be honest. And up until Friday afternoon, I was kind of debating, you know, whether or not I should give it a go. A part of me wanted to, so that I would be able to post a video. And then I thought, wait a second, that is a terrible reason to go and race. I'm trying to be consistent with my content, trying to post a video every week, but I don't want to get to the point where I'm doing something just for the sake of content. That's not how I want things to work. I don't want to make myself do things so that I can post a video. So I pulled the plug on the race, had a bit of a reset, didn't film anything last weekend. I didn't have a backup plan for a video anyway to start with. I think at the minute, with my content, I'm in a phase where I'm a bit, I would say, uninspired or not sure what to film, what would be worth documenting. And I noticed that it happens when I'm not in a proper training block like I am right now. I am not training for an A race at the minute. Therefore, I feel like my training, you know, is just, yeah, I can't do a training series, you know what I mean? I'm not really training for anything. So I'm not quite sure, you know, how to document it, if that would even be interesting. But anyway, today we're going to Wolverhampton Parkrun. I am going to take you along. Ben is also coming with me, which I always really appreciate. He could be doing something else this morning, but no, he's coming with me to help me film. So guys, if you don't give this video a like for me, please do it for Ben. It is a bit windy today. Right, that's the warm-up done. I'm gonna get closer to the start now. Also, I realized I completely forgot my heart rate monitor armband today. Completely forgot. Guys, guess what? I missed the turn at the finish. Yes, this is what I did today. Oh my gosh, I can't believe it. So it was 3 laps, and then on the first lap I saw the sign that said, you know, carry on, and then final lap, just turn. And then the second time I see the sign again, so I'm like, okay, remember for the next lap. And then the final lap, I could remember roughly where it was. I was looking for it, but mind you, the sign was like knee level, okay, so hard to spot. The congestion on the final lap was crazy, so I was just like dodging runners left, right, center, and then I could see the faster runners in front of me, so I was like, right, I need to check, you know, where they are turning. But then I was too busy dodging people that I lost sight of those runners, and then I didn't see the sign, and then unfortunately the parkrun marshals that were at this spot, they didn't direct me, they didn't say anything. So I carried on straight when I should have been turning. And then I realized too late, when I couldn't see the faster runners in front of me, I was like, right, okay, I've missed the turn. So I thought, right, I genuinely don't know where to go, so I'm just gonna, you know, run until my watch beeps 5K, and then that will be it, you know, I will not officially complete the parkrun. And then I see parkrunners who had followed the right path. So I found a way to rejoin the course, and I finished, but I gave myself an extra like 250, 300 meters to run. Whilst this was happening, I completely forgot about filming. So I didn't film the finish. I had the camera in my hand, but I was not really like filming anything. I don't even know if Ben filmed the finish. I've not checked the footage yet. We'll literally just go home. So I have to see. Apologies for that. So I wasn't quite sure if I should, you know, get my thingy scanned and be in the official results, because technically I did not follow the course. I didn't take a shortcut, but also didn't do the official parkrun course. So I told the lady at the scanning, and then she scanned my thing anyway, so I'll be in the results, but oh, I can't believe I did that. It's my fault, obviously. And I could try and come back to this course, but honestly I don't think I want to, because the congestion was just like next level. If you've done Warsaw Parkrun and you thought the congestion was bad, Wolverhampton is 10 times worse. That third lap was just not enjoyable, and I couldn't wait to finish, and then I made the course longer for myself. I would have finished first lady if I had taken the right turn, and according to Strava, which is obviously not 100% accurate, but my 5K time today, 5K on the dot, was 18:29. So it would have been a really good parkrun result, potentially a new parkrun PB, but we'll never know. So anyway, this was my little parkrun adventure for today. But as Ben said, today was not about the result, it was about the effort, and it was a really good 5K effort. I am really pleased with that. And so my parkrun cooldown was my final run of the month, because today is May 31st, 367 this month, and that's my biggest one to date. My previous biggest one was February, 362. I'm really surprised, because I didn't feel like this month I was doing really big weeks of training. I'm not half marathon training, I'm literally not training for anything, I'm just running. Okay, I run pretty much every day, but I didn't think it was that much. So I guess that was a better month of training than I thought. But I guess that's it for this video. I still can't believe that happened to me today. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!